Hey guys, Doc. So today, for the first time, I look at my 10-day forecast, and guess what? I've got all 70s showing up. So we've had constant 80s for weeks, but all of a sudden I look at that 10-day and I see 70s moving in. So what does that mean? What am I going to do differently? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do differently. Number one, I am going to bump up my cutting height about a quarter of half an inch. Now I'm doing this on my zoysia lawn down here, but we'll do the same thing on our Bermuda. Number two, most of you guys should start thinking about a pre-emergent. If you haven't put down a pre-emergent, when you start to see that fall stall coming in, and the stall is when your aggressive growth stops, good time for pre-emergent. Now, why am I holding off? I'm holding off because I have a newly seeded lawn. So if you have new seed or new sod, you only have one real window to put down a pre-emergent, and that's in the dead of winter when it's completely dormant. You can put down some pre-emergent. So I'll be holding off on that. I'll be going back to putting lime on the lawn to adjust my pH next month, and I'll also start putting down humichar, so you can put down humichar. Now, I cover a lot of this in the Bermuda Lawn Guide, and if you're looking for any of the products I talk about, I'll link down below. And of course, a lot of those products are on the Anderson store now. They'll save you a little bit of money, and you can use the promo code DOC, D-O-C. So I'll put a link down on that page below. I'll put a link to the Anderson's new store, and when you check out, use the code DOC, D-O-C, and you get a little bit of a discount. It saves you a little bit of money. You can still order on Amazon. Their store is just a little bit cheaper. But anyways, so I'm going to cut the front today. I'm going to hold off on putting down green chocker. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to cut, I'm going to irrigate, and I'm going to use my reel mower and bump it up just a bit. So this is the overseed that I've done back here. This is done with that new Scott's Extreme Shade Mix 3 fescues and a Kentucky Bluegrass. And this is our winter area for the dogs. That's why I did it. We're experimenting. Excellent germination back here. I'll show you it here in a second, but what am I putting down? I'm putting down green shocker. Just every week I'm coming out and giving, just by hand, I'm coming out here. I'm taking my green shocker, which instantly goes in and feeds the grass, not slow release. So there you go. So here's my green shocker. And you can see the particles are the size of salt. And it instantly, as soon as you wet this goes in and starts feeding. There's no slow release. It's a 7-1-2 with a little bit of iron and humic inside of it. So I just come out here, I'll take one of these and just feed the lawn. Actually, what I'll do is I'll do a 2-stage irrigation. I'll wet all this and let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then I'll irrigate again. That it breaks down instantly, and now it gets right in, and it's doing great. Let me show you the germination real quick. It's hard to see the germination on the areas that already have some zoysia in it, so I'm going to take you over to an area that was bare. This area over here, you can see, really didn't have any grass in it, and look at it. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So that's that shade tolerant mix, and all I'm feeding is green chocker right now to it. Oh, so it's time to cut the grass. And I'm going to change my cutting height a little bit today. That's the neighbor doing hardwoods again, but I'm going to change the cutting height a little bit today. I'm going to go up a bit. Okie doke, so I've been cutting outside the fence with my COVID mower. This is the dirt cheap, oh, what brand is it? Boland's that I bought. And the reason why I'm cutting outside the fence is there's so many scallop shells and rocks outside of there. It just scares me to death. So I'm not taking this one outside. So today, so I'm going to go up there. And that's maybe puts me at about 1.25 inches, 1.25 inches. I'll test it and see. I'll test it and see how that is, but that's about, no, it's about 1.25 inches, I think, probably. All right, that looks just amazing there. So the only thing I'm doing now that I'm into my stall, I am putting down green shocker still. Just a light coat of green shocker bag rate, probably once a week. And that's it. Now, I am going to start putting down, I'll start some lime treatments to get my pH up. And I will be putting down Humichar all during the winter as well, too. Because this is a brand new lawn, I'll be holding off on my pre-emergent until it goes completely dormant. I'll have a small window that I can put pre-emergent down. You guys should probably start thinking about pre-emergent now. You get into those 70s, that's the time your lawn's going to weaken up, and you'll want to put pre-emergent down. Of course, I link to that, and I'll link to the Bermuda Lawn Guide. I link to everything down below. But now's the time. Still put down a little bit of green shocker. Start putting down your pre-emergent. Like I said, but if you have new sod or new seed like I do, you're going to want to wait until your whole lawn goes completely dormant, and that's probably going to be December for me. And then I'll come out and put some pre-emergent down. I just don't want to put it down when I know that I have any kind of root growth. I don't want to stop any root growth. And that's the key to it. So I have a small window where I can put it down. So before I go check my supplies, I'm going to share a funny story with you. So why do I have a trap back here? Because this is a solid gate, and somewhere around here on one of these trees I have got a raccoon coming in, and he comes in, and what he does is he either goes in this end and swims the whole length of the pool, or he just gets in here and he actually swims in my pool, and he gets out and you can see all the water, and then he'll walk out. You can see his wet drippings as he goes back over this way. So we're gonna trap him. And why? Because I do not want to be letting my dogs out and having a raccoon back here. So it's one raccoon that I've got, I think, that's coming back here, has figured out he can come in and wash himself and wash in a nice saltwater pool. What a nut. So I'm going to trap him. The reason why I'm doing it myself is I can actually take him and relocate him, a couple miles away. If you use a service in Georgia, a trapping service, they're required by law to kill them. So I don't want to kill them, I just want to get them the hell out of here. And I gotta show you my zinnias. Look at this. This is amazing. And look at all the butterflies. I will have hundreds and hundreds of butterflies in here. Look at these zinnias. Sago palms. I trimmed all my sago palms, and now look at them. I cut them all down, and now they've all regrown. But the zinnias are just amazing. That is just crazy. Okay, so let's go into the fishing tackle / lawn care basement. All right, so inventory wise, let's see. We got green shocker, green shocker, 2 green shockers, 3 green shockers, 1608, and I've got 1, 2. So I've only got 2 bags of pre-emergent. I probably need to get a 3rd. Basically what I'm telling you is that with supplies shortages the way they are, start ordering now. I'm just telling you. So I'm going to go online. I'm actually going to go over to the Anderson store because it's a little bit cheaper. I use the promo code DOC myself. And I get it, it's a few dollars cheaper than on Amazon, but you can buy it on Amazon or at their store. I'm going to order some more barricade. I may order a little bit more green shocker. And I don't need any balanced here, but I do need balance back at the house, so I'll probably order some balance. And then I'll start ordering some Humichar, and I'm going to be putting down Humichar and lime on this lawn all winter long, and at home I'm just going to be putting Humichar. So anyways guys, I got a bunch more videos coming. Hit subscribe. Talk to you later. Doc.